Do you ever feel like your life is stuck in a loop? You want to change, you try to change, but nothing seems to work. Most people blame bad luck, or a lack of time, or they tell themselves they're just waiting for the perfect moment to start. But what if the reason is much simpler and much closer to home? What if the very things you do every single day without even thinking are the ones holding you back? Your life isn't defined by one big decision. It's shaped by the thousands of tiny habits you repeat day in and day out. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 7 small habits that are secretly ruining your life. And trust me, if you recognize yourself in even one of these, this video could be the wake-up call you need to change everything. Let's get started. The very first mistake many of us make happens before our feet even touch the floor. You wake up, your alarm goes off, and what's the first thing you reach for? Your phone? You're immediately scrolling through messages, checking social media, scanning the news, and clearing notifications. Before your brain has even had a chance to fully boot up, you're letting the entire world dictate your mood and your priorities. This one simple act trains your mind to be reactive, not intentional. You're starting your day on defense, letting other people's agendas control your attention. So, here's the fix, and it's surprisingly simple. Just delay checking your phone for the first 15 minutes of your day. That's it. Use that time for you. You could do some light stretching, take a few deep breaths, or set one single clear intention for the day ahead. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? How do I want to feel? When you win the morning, you set the tone for the rest of the day. Otherwise, the day will win you. All right, habit number 2. Procrastinating on the most important task. Now, most people don't actually avoid work altogether. They avoid the important work. The one task that, if completed, would actually move their life forward in a meaningful way. Instead, they keep themselves busy with small, easy impact things, answering emails, organizing their desktop, scrolling through feeds, and they tell themselves they'll get to the big stuff later. But we all know that later is a mythical land where nothing ever gets done. Later rarely comes. The fix for this is a powerful mental shift. Every morning, ask yourself this one question. What is the single most important task that will make today a success? Identify it, and then do it first. Tackle it before anything else, even if it feels difficult or uncomfortable. In fact, that feeling of discomfort is often a sign that you're redoing exactly what you need to be doing. Discomfort is the price you pay for growth. Get the big win early, and the rest of the day feels like a victory lap. You open up social media and you're instantly flooded with images of people who seem more successful, happier, richer, or more confident than you are. You see their highlight reels, and slowly, without even realizing it, you start to feel like you're falling behind. This constant comparison is a silent killer of motivation. It steals your joy and makes you completely forget how far you've already come on your own journey. You start measuring your progress against someone else's finish line. The fix is to change your point of comparison. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you a little better today? Did you learn something new? Did you take one small step forward? That's all that matters. Focus on your own path and your own progress, because progress will always beat perfection every single time. This brings us to habit number 4, consuming too much and creating too little. We live in an age of information overload. Podcasts, YouTube videos, books, articles, self-improvement quotes. It's endless. And consuming this content feels incredibly productive, doesn't it? You feel like you're growing, learning, and improving. But here's the hard truth. Consuming information without taking action creates the illusion of growth. Knowledge doesn't change your life. Applied knowledge does. You can read 100 books on fitness, but your health won't change until you actually start exercising and eating better. So here's a simple rule to fix this. For every piece of content you consume, every video you watch, every podcast you listen to, commit to applying just one idea from it, one single takeaway. That's it. Stop hoarding information and start using it. The goal isn't to know more, it's to do more. Less information, more execution. Next up, habit number 5. Sacrificing sleep for the sake of busyness. In our hustle culture, there's this strange badge of honor that comes with being sleep deprived. People boast about pulling all-nighters or running on just a few hours of sleep. They call it ambition. They call it drive, but what they should be calling it is self-sabotage. It destroys your focus, ruins your mood, kills your discipline, and takes a massive toll on your mental and physical health. You simply cannot build a better life on a tired mind. The fix is to start treating your sleep as non-negotiable. Protect it. Prioritize it. See it as a critical part of your strategy for success. Rest isn't a sign of weakness. It's a requirement for peak performance. A well-rested mind is a sharp, creative, and resilient mind. Stop seeing sleep as a luxury and start seeing it as the foundation upon which everything else is built. Habit number 6 is a subtle one, but it's incredibly destructive. Avoiding negative emotions. Think about it. Whenever you feel something uncomfortable, stress, fear, sadness, boredom, what's your first instinct? For many of us, it's to immediately reach for a distraction. We scroll through our phones, grab a snack we don't need, binge watch another episode, or find some other way to escape the feeling. But emotions don't just disappear because you ignore them. They get buried and they wait. They fester under the surface and often come back stronger and more disruptive later on. The fix is to practice sitting with your emotions instead of running from them. When you feel that discomfort rising, just pause for a moment. Acknowledge the feeling without judgment. And then get curious. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? What is it trying to tell me? Your emotions are data. They are signals from your mind and body. Listening to them is the foundation of self-awareness, and self-awareness is the first step toward real, lasting growth. And finally, we arrive at habit number 7, which is arguably the most dangerous habit of all. It's the habit of waiting. Waiting for motivation to strike. Waiting until you feel ready. Waiting to feel confident before you take action. Here's the secret that successful people understand. Motivation is a myth. It's fickle, it's unreliable, and it almost never shows up when you need it most. Motivation is not a cause, it's an effect. It comes asterisk after asterisk you start, not before. So the fix is to stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Discipline is what gets you to show up even when you don't feel like it. It's the commitment to your goals that overrides your temporary feelings. The person who works out for 20 minutes every single day will get far better results than the person who does an intense 3-hour workout once a month when they feel motivated. Build the discipline to take small, consistent actions, and motivation will follow. Your life isn't going to transform overnight. That's not how it works. But it will absolutely change if you start to fix the small, daily habits that are currently shaping your reality. Recognizing them is the first crucial step, and you've just done that. Now comes the second step. Taking action. If this video helped you see things a little more clearly, do me a favor. Remember this: small habits create big lives. Thanks for watching.